Are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230, KXO, El Centro, California. Let's see, if I check my watch, I can tell you it's a Tuesday, 29th day of November, 2022. And, well, all sorts of things beginning to go around the valley. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus will be here Saturday, Gene.
He certainly will.
Yeah. The Imperial Valley Regional Chamber of Commerce, Los Vigilantes Christmas Parade, Saturday.
That's right. And there's several other parades and outdoor functions as well coming up through the month.
Yes. So, lots of things going on, and we'll be telling you about them in our news, on our website, on our YouTube channel, and on our Facebook page. Okay.
Here, there, and everywhere.
Yes. Kind of like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he knows when you've been good, and he knows when you've been bad.
That's right.
Okay. I don't know about you, but I just kind of let Cyber Monday go on by.
Slip by?
Yeah. Didn't mean much to me. Yeah.
You were just cybered out.
Yeah. I am not afraid of technology. You know, we work with technology every day, and it's a good thing, but technology doesn't rule. And I would much prefer to, if I'm going to buy something, deal with you face-to-face instead of online, and because you never know who you're talking to, right?
With the local people.
Yeah.
That way, if you've got a question, a problem, you've got somebody to go back to.
Yes.
That has something invested in the conversation along with you.
Yes. And, yeah, I mean, it's just what I prefer.
I second the motion.
Okay. We have some birthdays if you think you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Our big shot birthdays. Blues musician John Mayall is 89. He's still making music. Actor Diane Ladd, 87. That's Alan Ladd's little girl. Musician Chuck Mangione is 82. Felix Cavalieri of the Rascals is 80. They were the Young Rascals at one time, but not anymore. Let's see. Who else has a birthday today? Actor Jeff Fahey is 70. Director Joel Cohen is 68. Howie Mandel is 67. Actor Kathy Moriarty, 62. Actor Kim Delaney, 61. Actor Tom Sizemore is 60. Actor Andrew McCarthy is 60. Actor Don Cheadle, 58. And let's see, who else is on our list? Well, I think that's... oh, no, I found more here. Actor Paola Turbay, 52. Actor Jenna Lee Nolan, 51. Actor Brian Baumgartner is 50. Actor Julian Ovenden is 47. Actor Anna Faris, 46. And let's see, actor-comedian John Milheiser. It says he's a comedian, but he's on Saturday Night Live, so you know he's not funny. And actor Lucas Black is 40. Actor Diego Boneta is 32. Actor Lovey Simone is 24. We've got local birthdays coming up.
Happy birthday, Clappy. Join us as we celebrate. Clap your hands and dance around. Have a laugh and eat some cake. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. You're so great. It's your birthday, it's your birthday, it's your birthday. Hey, why not? Yay!
Happy birthday, Cassandra Boltman, Michael Stephen Vasquez, Joshua Colunga, Sidney Samaha, Richard Preciado, Pat Castaneda, Maria Sanchez, Elijah Castro, Debbie Freire, Stephen Lazario, Veronica Chavez, Joe Van Diver, Lenora Amasquita, Jacob Adami, Sandy Barraza, John Vallejo, Rebecca Larios, and Armando Nunez. Happy birthday from KXO. Okie dokie. Those are our birthdays for today. Well, good news for holiday travelers. Gas prices are down a little bit more. National average is $3.55 a gallon. In California, yeah, it's still over $5. Yeah.
I thought I heard the California rates had gone down to $1,200.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, they're really reaching there.
Yeah. Oil prices have gone down, so obviously, as the minute oil prices go down, prices at the pump go down, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I mean, because when oil prices go up, immediately prices at the pump go up.
Well, that's right. They've got a string on that thing.
Yeah. Oh, well. So, anything else exciting happening? You've recovered from Thanksgiving?
Yeah, most everybody that I talked to recovered. There were, of course, some people. I talked with Gabe yesterday, and his comment was, I can't believe I ate the whole thing.
You would have to know and love Gabe to understand that. Yeah. One turkey for everybody, one turkey for Gabe.
Yeah, he was a little sluggish.
Yes.
But, stand by. He'll be on the air this afternoon. He will probably be moving still a little slowly.
Yes. Yeah, and there was just a dash of cranberry sauce around the edges of his mouth. So.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't know about you. I'm not into it, but my wife Pam thinks that cranberry sauce on a sandwich is delicious.
Mm. Yeah, no, I'll pass.
Okay.
I stick the sugar spoon in the sugar first and take a big mouth bite of that.
Did you ever make sugar sandwiches?
No.
A slice of bread, a little bit of butter, and some sugar?
I thought you were going to say and some cranberry sauce.
No. Okay.
And that would drive your numbers up.
Yes. Okay, we've got news if you're ready.
We certainly do.
We're going to jump in with a look at World and California news headlines right now, brought to you by your friends at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort
President
specialist.
Biden called on Congress to pass a resolution preventing a walkout. The U.S. plays Iran at the World Cup in Qatar this afternoon. American fans have high hopes.
I'm a little worried because Iran doesn't have to win. They can make it really, really difficult for us.
We're coming back heavy, hard on Iran. We're winning, and we're advancing to the next round.
Lava shooting into the air from Hawaii's Mauna Loa volcano and flowing downhill. Volcanologist Eric Clementi at Denison University.
There's the potential for lava flow hazards if the eruption continues and lava flows can make it that far down the slopes of the volcano. There's also some hazard from ash.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
Riverside out with more details about the bizarre murder of 3 family members, apparently by a sheriff's deputy from Virginia who drove cross country to meet up with a 15-year-old girl he met online. Neighbors reporting the suspect leaving with the girl last week. Police finding her grandparents and mother killed inside their burning home. The suspect shot to death by police hours later.
You believed it for him to be armed and dangerous. Of course we...
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. We're talking your friends in the business, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Don't worry about a Christmas gift for the family back east because the Peanut Patch is here. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. A great variety of gift packs that you can ship anywhere in the universe to your friends and loved ones. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. You'll find homemade chocolates. You'll find fresh English toffee made from scratch. Pecan turtles made from scratch. You'll love their yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. And again, they have their own post office. They will ship anywhere. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Now, how do you get there? Well, Google the Peanut Patch in Yuma, and you'll get directions. It's easy, and you're going to love spending some time at the Peanut Patch looking around. Find them on the web, the World Wide Web, thepeanutpatch.com. That's thepeanutpatch.com. Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news this morning, health officials issue warnings. COVID-19 is not gone. Here's more on that story.
There could be surges in cases of COVID-19. Current holidays are family gathering holidays. They say that means surges in COVID could very well be possible. They recommend residents get the second booster if they haven't already done so. They report the booster is very effective against the current variants. There are currently 355 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. Just over a week ago, active cases were at around 203. If you test positive for the virus, stay home and take the recommended treatments. If it gets worse, go to the hospital. There is a medication that can bring the symptoms under control. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A man wanted for murder in Indio was arrested by El Centro police on Sunday. The murder suspect was located at about 8:30 on Sunday morning driving in El Centro. The vehicle was stopped a short time later in the area of Imperial Avenue and Bradshaw Street. The 44-year-old man driving the car was detained and then turned over to the Indio Police Office. KXO News Time coming up to 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires, guaranteed. We're talking the finest names in tires: Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlap, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. Check the prices, then talk to your Quick Lane service advisor. He will give you the best price, guaranteed. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Continuing with more local news, Thanksgiving had a lot of caring. Here's more on that story.
They ensured Thanksgiving meals were available to all who needed one. It all started with the Salvation Army on Wednesday. They hosted a drive-by dinner at their office in El Centro. On Thanksgiving Day, Hacienda Scholarship Fund held a drive-by dinner at the Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley. The Imperial Valley LGBT Resource Center hosted a sit-down dinner at the Eagles Lodge in El Centro. The neighborhood house fed seniors in Calexico, and Brawley Feed the Need and the Bow Medical Clinic joined several communities in the North County. Bow provided 1,600 meals that were distributed in Brawley, Niland, Calipatria, Salton City, and Westmoreland. All the meals provided over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend were put together by volunteers. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
It is the Imperial Market Days and Parade of Lights. Yes, they're both coming up. Both events will be held. You might want to write this down on the calendar on November the 9th. It'll be here before you know it.
How about December?
I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, we're warming up.
Okay. They had the dress rehearsal.
That's right.
Yeah.
The dress rehearsal for the dress rehearsal. Something like that. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations in the valley to serve you. Quick Lane They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Now that the hot summer's behind us, the weather forecast for the Imperial Valley is sunny and painting. That's right, painting. Get your painting project in high gear with Benjamin Moore Paint. Available only at your neighborhood Ace Hardware convenience store. When you want the best, it's Benjamin Moore from Ace. Pro results start with quality brands. Ace Hardware, 3 handy locations, all of them locally owned too. El Centro, Brawley, and Hopeville.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
And page 2 of the local news with weather, all brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
Well, brace yourself. Christmas season gets into full swing. George Gale explains.
In El Centro, it starts Friday. El Centro kicks off the holiday season with their Christmas tree lighting and street fair. The event is Friday, December 2nd at 11th and Main Streets in El Centro. It all starts at 5 p.m. The Christmas tree lighting and street fair is a great family event featuring a special appearance from Santa Claus, decorated Christmas tree, live performances by Southwest School Orchestra, and the original Cool Deal, or OCD rock band. Organizers say it'll be a night full of fun activities for the entire family with food, artists, and other vendors, and a lot of holiday cheer. Saturday morning is the annual Christmas parade in El Centro. For more information on these and other local news stories, go to the Kxo website. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial Irrigation District will hold a special meeting today. The meeting will be held in the district's executive training room on Main Street in El Centro at 4 p.m. The only item on the agenda is a presentation and possible approval of a multi-agency commitment to support salton sea management-related water conservation in the lower Colorado River Basin. Friends and family mourn the passing of Ruben Hernandez. Here's more on that story.
He was among 4 killed in a traffic incident in New Mexico. Hernandez and the other 3 victims were in a tour bus that crashed in the early morning hours of November 18th in northern New Mexico. Hernandez has been described as a very talented singer and guitarist, as well as a very caring and kind man and father. Fundraisers are being held to help with funeral expenses. Fundraising concert was held Saturday at the Vibe Event Center in El Centro. A GoFundMe has also been set up. Ricardo Madrid, Leo Papo Neblina, and Andres Sandoya were also killed in that collision. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
The food insecurity rate for Imperial Valley is estimated at 17% for all residents. Tragically, it soars to 33% for our children. Imagine 1 of every 3 children are challenged by hunger. The Imperial Valley Food Bank is striving to end hunger in the valley. When kids have nutritious food to eat, they learn more in school, are sick less often, crime declines, and the cycle of poverty can end. This is John Leveda asking you to support the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, somewhat cooler temperatures will spread into the region today behind a decaying cold front. However, readings should quickly moderate back towards normal levels through the latter half of the week. A series of weather disturbances arrive into the southwest over the weekend and early next week, resulting in increased cloudiness and a localized chance for showers. 74 the high yesterday, 54 our low. Wind gusts peaked at 35 miles an hour overnight. Today will be sunny with a high near 70. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 45. Light wind becoming south about 5 miles an hour after midnight. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 69. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. And right now, downtown, 56 degrees, 62% relative humidity. Wind is out of the west at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And right now, it's sports time. Sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the very best care. And taking a look at Monday Night Football, well, yeah, they played last night. Yeah, it wasn't the best played game, but hey, it was a Steelers win. Steelers topped the Colts 24-17. NBA action. It was the 76ers slipping by the Hawks 104-101. Can we say defense? The Wizards whipped the Timberwolves 142-127. Celtics, yeah, that again, defense. Yeah, Celtics over the Hornets 140-105. Yeah, well, no, defense doesn't count in the NBA. So what's going on at the World Cup? Well, today it's Ecuador and Senegal, the Netherlands and Qatar, Wales and England, and, well, coming up also a little bit later today, it's Iran and the U.S., and a lot of political hype going along with that one. Coming up, we've got to look at, well, the Hot Stove League. Stick around.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, in baseball, yeah, the Hot Stove League, lots of things going on. The Houston Astros have signed Jose Abreu to a 3-year deal, less than a month after winning their second World Series championship in 6 seasons. The Astros made a move to bolster their chances of repeating. They signed free agent first baseman Abreu to a 3-year deal. Abreu will turn 36 in January, played his first 9 major league seasons with the White Sox, and has been one of the top middle-of-the-order run producers in the game. Meanwhile, Miguel Cabrera says, well, I think it's time to step down. He's now coming to grips that he has entered a period of loss. And Cabrera reiterated that this upcoming season, his 21st season in the major leagues, will be his last. Yeah, his next action will be a trip to Cooperstown. And lots of rumors going around. Well, the Padres, well, you know, they could be looking for, well, some help. Yeah, Josh Bell, Brandon Drury, and Will Myers have all entered free agency. They had a first base opening, but Abreu went to the Astros. So hard to say. Rumors abound that they will go after free agent shortstop Xander Bogaerts, but why? Yeah. Meanwhile, the Dodgers are set to meet with free agent Justin Verlander. The Mets and Yankees are also interested in signing the American League Cy Young Award winner. And, Trey Turner has been linked to the Philadelphia Phillies throughout the offseason, and reports are that it could happen. And the Pirates have a interest in right-hander Kyle Gibson. The 35-year-old Gibson has had an up-and-down 2022 season for the Phillies, got off to a strong start, and then faltered. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Come join the Imperial Valley Master Chorale, Imperial Valley String Ensemble, high school honor choirs, and special guest soloist Esther Renee Reo as they celebrate the holiday season with a Festival of Christmas, 7 p.m. Thursday at Christ Community Church El Centro. Admission is $15 for adults, free for youths through age 17. Tickets are available at the door. The concert sponsored by the Imperial Valley Choral Society. And financial news with a brief look at the weather thrown in, all brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Protest in China, what does that mean to you? Well, protesters in China are, they're protesting against prolonged and restricted COVID-19 regulations spread across the country. The demonstrations against Chinese President Xi Jinping and his costly zero COVID policy are an exceedingly rare case of widespread civil disobedience. So what does it mean? Well, it means it may be more difficult to get goods from China. China's COVID policy has affected everyday life and weighed heavily on the economy. When outbreaks get bad enough, entire cities are closed. Shanghai was shut down for about 2 months this spring, and Chengdu, a city of 21 million people, was locked down in the fall. And in this country, the threat of a freight railroad strike that had been building in recent weeks receded quickly after President Joe Biden and Democratic leaders in Congress agreed late yesterday to support legislation that would block a walkout by more than 100,000 union members set for the end of next week. The move relieved business groups, which had been growing increasingly concerned about the threat posed by 30% of the nation's freight movements grinding to a halt. More than 400 business groups had joined to plead with congressional leaders yesterday for quick action. A strike set for December 9th would have snarled still struggling supply chains and caused shortages and spikes in gasoline prices, food, automobiles, and other goods, causing a body blow for the economy that many fear is already at the risk of tipping into recession. A week-long strike could cost the economy $1 billion, according to estimates. The White House estimated that as many as 765,000 workers could temporarily be out of work within 2 weeks if the rail workers did go on strike. What's happening on Wall Street? We're looking at some mixed results right now. Green, the Dow up 3 points at 33,852. The S&P 500 up 4 at 39.67. The NASDAQ up 6 points at 11.55. And gold up $14.40 an ounce. Meanwhile, oil up $1.32 a barrel. And energy stocks, well, they're going to have to react with the falling oil prices, and you might see a swing in the upward direction.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 70. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 45. Light winds becoming south about 5 miles an hour after midnight. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 69. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. And right now we have 57 degrees downtown El Centro. 62% our relative humidity, wind out of the west at 5 to 10 miles an hour. And if you heard the earlier forecast, looking for a little bit of a change by the weekend. Financial news and the weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, in El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
They have great weekday specials.
I like the friendly environment, the friendly staff, the cold beer, and the best wings in town.
Burgers and Beer. What I like about Burgers and Beer, the menu. Everything on the menu is great. I'm working my way through the menu. My favorite thing right now is the grilled tuna chipotle sandwich. That's what I had yesterday, and it was delicious.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
On the Hour, presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Violent weather's in the forecast for a stretch of the south. CBS's Jim Crisula.
The National Weather Service is warning of dangerous long-tracked tornadoes across the mid and deep south into tonight. The highest risk area of 4 out of 5 is across central Mississippi, including historic Vicksburg and Jackson. Parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama could see flash flooding from heavy rain.
We're testing all of our emergency notification systems. We're checking all the boxes and preparing for worst-case scenario and hoping for the best.
Josh Harper is Deputy Director of Emergency Services in DeSoto County, Mississippi, just south of Memphis, Tennessee.
And snow is a factor today from the Rockies east to the Great Lakes. President Biden is asking Congress to step in with a possible rail strike looming. CBS News White House correspondent Weijia Jiang.
Hundreds of businesses sent a letter to congressional leaders urging them to get involved and warning that a rail strike could cost the U.S. economy up to $2 billion a day. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said lawmakers would vote to impose an agreement this week to avoid a, quote, catastrophic strike, and then it'll be up to the Senate.
A vote is expected today in the Senate on a bill to protect same-sex and interracial marriages. Democratic leader Chuck Schumer has managed to get the Republican support the measure needs.
A decade ago, it would have strained all of our imaginations to envision both sides talking about protecting the rights of same-sex married couples.
Overseas, NATO says it's committed to a future membership for Ukraine. CBS's Cami McCormick in Romania tells us the alliance is bracing for lending a helping hand in a winter of war.
The Russians are targeting these large, high-voltage transformer stations designed to transmit electricity over very long distances. Romania will be the first country to supply Ukraine with small modular reactors, and NATO allies meeting here in Bucharest are working on other ways to help the Ukrainians get through the winter.
At the World Cup, the U.S. team has a showdown against Iran in a few hours. American fans in Qatar are optimistic.
We're coming back heavy, hard on Iran. We're winning, and we're advancing to the next round.
And CBS's Roxana Sabiri says it's a make-or-break game.
The U.S. needs a win, and Iran needs at least a tie to avoid being eliminated from this World Cup. So it's all or nothing for the U.S., which has scored only 1 goal at this tournament so far. The team is one of the youngest here, so while they don't have much experience, experience on the world stage together. They have tons of energy and potential.
Wall Street, right now the Dow is up about 1 point. The NASDAQ is down 2 points, and the S&P 500 is up about 2.5 points. This is CBS News.
If Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more.
Doug. Hey, listener. Welcome to Limu's Karaoke Lounge, where Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, and the music never stops. Hit it.
There's an emu with a full-time job. His partner's Doug, but Limu's the heartthrob. Grubs and worms, that's what Limu eats. Gotta fuel up to save you money and hit the street.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. O'Reilly.
Don't miss See Better, Drive Safer Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts with great deals on wiper blades, headlight bulbs, and more. Right now, get up to a $20 gift card after mail-in rebate with the purchase of select Sylvania bulbs. Plus, get double O Rewards points with your purchase. Prepare for the weather ahead during See Better, Drive Safer Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It's called Opera's Oscar, and 2 Ukrainian opera houses have shared this year's big prize at the International Opera Awards for carrying on in the face of war.
Honored at the Madrid ceremony, the opera companies of Odessa and Lviv, rehearsing in bomb shelters, remaining defiantly open through performances interrupted by air raids and power outages.
We came from cities where streets are dark, but our souls are full of light.
Odessa Opera's Oksana Taraneko telling the audience she hopes next year's ceremony will be held in a free Ukraine. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
The Biden administration's designating the northern long-eared bat as an endangered species. It was listed as threatened in 2015. The creature suffers from a disease that causes them to emerge early during hibernation, burn up winter fat reserves, and starve. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
KXO AM 1230, the best oldies on the radio.
1230.